Hey, what up, nerds? Hello, hello.
Good evening.
How's it going? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Beast. Welcome, and thank you for the cheeky little part there.
Very nice. Holding it in. As always.
My boys.
Let's do the thing.
And the stuffs. Important.
Apologies that we missed you guys on Saturday. It was Easter weekend, so we were with family. But we're back. Right off of a long weekend, which was amazing. But it is over now.
Very restful.
It is done.
Stop. See that.
It's okay. There's a couple holidays coming up soonish, right?
Yeah.
We'll be all right. Come real, hello.
Hello, hello.
How's it going, Beast? You enjoyed it? You enjoyed it a lot? Yeah, it was great. We played some World of Warcraft. We binged an anime.
Yeah.
It was great. Great stuff. It was sunny.
It was
That
sunny.
was cool.
Yeah.
Sun is coming out. So it was a good time. We also did a bunch of game dev. There's also that.
Also that. And welcome, Comreal and Dr. Java. Thank you so much for that fart.
How's it going, nerds?
My God, my manners.
Hey, Goob.
Which version? Retail. We've been doing some retail. The housing.
The new expansion.
The housing got me last month, and I've been playing like every day. And then I convinced you to give it a go. Yeah.
I've not done any of the housing.
No,
that's okay.
We're just doing the campaign here, but still fun.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Wait, did you touch grass? Yeah, we actually
Like
did.
actually.
Yeah. It was great.
What's up? Hello, hello.
And Naz, hello. But yeah, in the middle of all that, touching grass and playing WoW, we also worked on the game, a fair bit, which is fun. One of the new things, which, you know, we didn't work on this, but it's new and shiny and awesome. We have this.
You found time for game. But yeah, I feel like the contrast from going from playing like classic and things like that is like the level of immersion that the retail quests have with like the voice lines, the little cutscenes and everything. It just made it really fun for me. I've been enjoying that quite a bit.
Check this out. We got our track for the lab. First time I've seen the lab. Nice. How's it looking? What's the verdict? Also had an insane Easter. Hit 2 million views on a new video. Oh my God. So we have hit 90K wish lists. Whoa. That is insane.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Congrats. 10K away from 6 digits. That is ridiculous. Congrats, Beast. I hope the game dev is going well.
Yeah.
I also did this, and listen, what you're about to see is likely completely and utterly unnecessary. but I got this idea in my head and I had to try it. Okay? So don't judge me. I'm just expressing my shower thoughts. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Music fits the lab so well. Thank you, Goop. Yeah. It took a couple iterations, but I'm very happy with it. I love it.
It really grows on you too.
Yeah. So, I'm going to do it. I'm going to build the chemistry station. I'm slightly afraid it's going to be too loud. I'm going to build the chemistry station. It does a thing.
Yeah,
I
love it.
Yeah, we felt the building of things was very anticlimactic. It needed something. So we actually added a little mini game. And the idea is, if you get the mini game right, you'll get a little tiny bit of the resources back. You'll get some scrap or something back, so you get a refund. And then if you fail, it is like... And then it takes a little bit longer. Visual's not final, but my vision is there. And it's okay. It's okay. Juice. Thank you, Viv. Amaze balls. Thank you.
I think it's fun.
Always love a good Expedition 33 quick time event. Maybe that's where it came from. Maybe that's, even if it wasn't conscious, maybe it came from Expedition. Yeah, it took me a while. This probably took me the entire long weekend, actually. So, that's tough.
All right.
I had some version with, like, puffs of smoke. It looked terrible. Different UI, it looked terrible, so I kept tearing it down and rebuilding it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it now. Hello, Mills. I don't know exactly how to say your name, but welcome in.
Hello.
Lullen, hello. Thank you so much for the feedback. Really appreciate it. And to anyone around that wants to try this game, you can. In our Discord, there is a public playtest version that you can download. So if you're feeling up for it, give it a go. Give us your thoughts. You said it right. Nice. Dr. Java says, look, I've spent hours and hours and hours in labs. You nailed the floor. Just saying.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Brings me back to high school. Nerds. So was that an invitation to break it? Yes, absolutely, Granger.
Oh, Granger, I would love to know if there's still a vortex of doom.
Vortex of doom. The singularity of 3D models. Oh my god, I hope not. I really hope not. It's just gonna magically be fixed and it's gonna be glorious.
Let you know here shortly.
this sequence is missing one thing, and that is an animation of the doc himself, like hammering the construction of the upgrade station.
True.
That's gonna be the cherry on top for this one. I'm very happy with the camera work. That was surprisingly easy to implement. Like the zooming in and the turning of the camera. Quite happy with that. Yeah, I feel like we did more. Oh yeah, I found a terrible bug that was definitely hurting performance.
What was it?
Where I was duplicating an object every single time a zombie got hit. As you can imagine, throughout an action roguelike run, you're gonna hit the enemies a lot. Probably. Each and every time the zombie was getting hit, it was creating like an orphan node that never got cleared. So, yeah. Whoops. Why is it a quick time event? That is a great question, Lullen. No comment at this time. That would be my answer. That is a lot of GC pressure. What is GC pressure? It was a slideshow at one point. I can't know for sure if that bug was the main cause of the slideshow. There's a lot more that we need to do performance-wise on the rendering of the zombies specifically. They're a bit too expensive to render at the moment.
Oh, you gotta put the 2 front manor tiles.
Yes. Garbage collection. Right, yeah. The garbage was most certainly not being collected. But, you know, I found it. That's the important part, right?
We live and learn.
All it took was for the game to crash a playtester's computer for me to go, okay, I will look at this. Sorry, Temptic, if you're watching this in the future, I'm very sorry. DC pressure is how much collection is done. Basically, more is worse, right? Gotcha. Where's the link for it located? Let me tag you in the Discord again.
Yeah, I feel like you might have gotten a bit lost in the specific channel.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the best way of doing this is, to be honest. Because I've had multiple people tell me they were waiting for the playtest to go live, and and then they never saw it. Like I posted it and they never saw it. So they were like, "Huh? It's live? What do you mean?" Do this.
Ba, 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 ba.
I tagged you, Granger, so you should see it now. Okay. Let's go. Let's turn this down. Let's put this back on. Thanks. Nice. No worries. Thank you for giving it a go and totally letting us know that it's all good. It runs perfectly and it's amazing, and we did it. Don't tell us that if it's not true. Yeah, so with the milestone hit of our second community playtest, we're on to our next milestone, which is the trailer.
Dun, dun.
We need a trailer, and with that, there'll be, a bunch of updates to our Steam page, make it a little sexier, showing off more of the game that we didn't have before when we set up the Steam page. So, yeah, we need to work on some stuff that looks really cool, that we can put on a screenshot, that we can put on a trailer, and then hopefully that will mean more wishlist conversions. That's the plan. That's the plan.
It do be.
But you already look cool.
Not cool enough.
Not cool enough, yeah. Yeah. As part of that, Selene has been doing some updates to our level tile set. We updated the road, looking a lot better now. We have this cobble tile. We redid the roundabout, which is going to have a road off to the garage. And then we were also trying to figure out the entrance for the manor, which I should have some things for that. So I will put that in now.
Woo!
Environment tile sets, manor tile set.
Geeking Elf, thank you so much for the fart.
It's not cool to call yourself uncool.
No, it's cool, but we just need to reach an unprecedented level of cool. You know what I mean? Fun fact, even though they look similar, lemons float and limes sink. Limes are actually denser than lemons because they have a thinner, more compact rind with fewer air pockets. A lemon's thick, porous skin acts like a tiny life jacket, keeping it bobbing on the surface.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
That is a fun fact indeed. How's it going, Geeking Gale?
Isn't it so? What? You have a problem with that?
You went poetic.
Lol, and welcome on, and thank you for that. Thank you for that, Biddy. A little fart. Work.
Work. Where's my tile set? I forget. Tiles. Manor.
I mean, if you don't know.
I found it.
If you don't know, sir, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm telling you, I found it.
Kane, thank you so much for the farts. Appreciate it.
Opa.
Oh, come on.
Thank you for the tubes.
Come on. Manor tile set. Boom.
It just went boom.
Boom.
Boom. Bada boom.
We need a tile set left. Which we'll use this.
Harukanen, welcome. My two favorite nerds are on my screen. We are.
How's it going?
We're on the screen.
How's it going, Kane? Playing League again. Classic. It's funny, like, I haven't really played League in a long time. I've gone and, played a couple ARAMs or a couple TFTs or whatever. I've not properly played League in a really long time, but I still watch League content every day, pretty much. Every day of my life. I'll watch Synapse, which is like gameplay highlights from streamers, and then I'll watch Baus FFS every day of my life. I do that. Isn't that weird? It's kind of weird.
No, it's your comfort. YouTube.
You know Dante's. I know of him. I don't really watch him. If I'm feeling super duper edgy, I'll watch... What's his face? The new Kesha. I'll watch Kesha if I'm having a weird day. But I would never admit that live on the internet. So, don't worry about that. Kesha's too much for... Yes, for me too, 99% of the time. But there's that 1% of days where something's wrong with my brain.
Nice.
And I'll watch it and regret it. If it makes you happy, then you gotta stop. Happiness is not for us mortals. Lon says, why play a worse Dota 2? Good point, good point. Change the stream name from 2 nerdy nerds to 1 nerd and 1 weird nerd. I'll own weird. I'm happy with weird. Okay, so all I'm doing really is not that. Definitely not that. That.
Yes.
And then that. Ooh. Ooh.
Is that nice?
That's nice. Pretty nice.
Then we get some planters at the front.
We do that. We save that. I need to rebake the light map. In fact, I do a clean install of Windows, and I install a virus on my PC called Vanguard already. It's brutal. Watching League content daily is very nerdy, to be fair. Yeah. As one of my weird nerd badges, huh?
Was half of me expecting one to escalate that ooh to ooh woo.
I don't give out oohs for free.
Oh whoa whoa. Well. I mean, some of these could stay. Yeah, I don't mind that.
These flowers, right? So we do that. Let's say this can stay too. Like a so.
Like a so.
This one maybe could come in here as well. That looks weird there. Put it there. I don't know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now on the manor, we probably will want. Oh. What is this?
Is that rock a hidden key? It could be.
Do we do something like this, where it's like still, like these hedges are still over the dirt?
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, you wanted to put the actual planter?
Mm-hmm. On the sidewalk bit.
Like over here, next to the stairs?
Yeah. Make that area nicer.
Ah, isn't that so very interesting?
It is. Very much.
You're crazy.
I'm crazy. What? Where did this come from?
They're pretty mahusive.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make new ones.
Can use these ones for now, but they're definitely sussy.
You can sink them into the manor and into the floor for a little bit.
Sink them into the manor like this.
Yeah, for now, and then a little bit.
I told you were crazy.
Dr. Java saying I made something super cool and I might take it further.
Ooh.
Oh, are you excited about a project? That's really cool.
John, what you cooking up? Is it top secret? Oh. Eat this anymore. Go away. Do do do. Do something like this for now, and then I'm gonna go into these planters.
It's basically Breakout, but I want to RPGize it. RPGize it.
Regize it.
Well, the cool part is the shader I made for the ball. You can definitely plop it on the Discords.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Been share your projects, nice.
Ooh. Oh, that looks snappy already.
That looks very cool. Have you perchance
Ooh.
been inspired by some certain TikToks or perhaps YouTube Shorts? Perhaps. Because I've been getting them too, and they're very inspiring. They're very enticing.
Yeah. How to make the ball look 3D with a scrolling 2D texture. Oh yeah, I watched that. The game is a godsend.
Very nice. It looks really
Huge.
good.
It looks so snappy. Like
the bounciness of it looks so good.
Yeah. Keep working on it. Keep working. It's juicy. It's snappy.
Very juicy.
That's a name for an incremental tower defense game. Inspired. Maybe. Well, you're gonna put a black hole here, so it's fine. If
You what?
you what?
You what?
It's okay if there's dirt inside of the garage because.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna put.
Well.
Like at the
But when
very,
when
like,
it
like at the very
opens-
back.
Oh, at the very back. Yeah. That's fine.
Fake height is mine. I mean, it looks very good.
Yeah, it looks great.
That-
I wasn't taking away from what you got there at all. It's perfectly fine to be inspired. It looks amazing. You nailed it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my cuckoo.
I think even if I make a silly breakout, it could be something worth finishing.
But that's how you kind of get a project done, right? You just have fun with it, make a small little thing, and then it just turns into a complete nice little project.
And honestly, breakout is very. There's so many things you could do with breakout as its core, right? You can take the game in a million different directions. So,
I mean, you know,
you can make it yours, you know? How am I gonna find that plant sprite? I guess if I go in here, I go in here. Oh.
could have made a tea or something.
Foliage sheet. Region. I want this thing.
Every level could be something. I could add a basketball level, so to speak. Yes. And that would add some nice variety.
Okay. So with this, I should be able to go in here. Manor area. I can make a... do I want to put it there? Sure. 3D front props. And I instantiate some dead plants.
Poor plants. Why are you killing them?
You drew them. Your fault. Oh.
Is that true?
Then we do a little bit of that. Maybe that shrimp goes over here. This one goes over here. One goes over here. Same. I'm gonna put this flower here. Then this can go here. Here.
Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that.
Thank you. refresh. And that's the front of the manor with things and stuff. Oh, I didn't rebake my stuff.
You gotta rebake. Gotta open up the bakery. But that is like a lot closer to the vision, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks infinite times better. For sure. We'll probably need some custom planters to fit better into that space.
Yeah.
Probably have them be thinner, I guess, so they would just have one row of plants, and they would just go a tiny bit past the steps.
Mm-hmm.
With the planters, I definitely feel like we don't need railing anymore on the steps.
Right.
Whereas before, it felt like it really needed the railing. And yeah.
Gotta trust the vision. The planters make the facade.
That looks pretty cool. I suppose I would change this, especially now that the survivor nerds can just run into a safe zone.
Opa.
Thank you for that fart kicking go. Yeah.
The heck was I saying? I don't know.
Now the survivors can run into the zone.
Now the survivors can run into the zone. The zones can be smaller, and it's still fine. Because you don't have to, like, drag them in fully.
Sure.
So what I can do is I can take... I can take this area here that we've set up. If I could click it. Can I click it? Please? I'm trying to click.
That's a plan. That'll make me pretty art. Pretty please. I don't know.
You guys have experience with this stuff? Should I just take assets from the asset store for now? Actually, I have time. I can learn how to draw. See what Burn does to make Selene draw the assets. That's a tough one because I have done like mere hours of game dev without Selene, so it's really hard for me to say. I've always had the what's the word I'm looking for? The benefit, the advantage,
Luxury.
the luxury, yeah, of always working with Selene and having her make some cool art.
What I would recommend is a sort of halfway, halfway in the sense that if you don't want to fully make assets from scratch, but you also don't just want to pick out generic assets from an assets library, I would 100% recommend editing like assets. You can download assets and then like open them, look at how they're made, and then change them up a little bit, change the texture, change the color, you know, add, I don't know, if you're downloading a character, give them a mustache. You do one level, so you don't have to make the entire asset from scratch, but you can still give it your personality, like your color scheme, your vibe. So I think that is the place, I would say, the friendliest place to start if you want to dip your toes into a little like art and like art direction and styling, but you don't want to fully make things from scratch 100%. Finally, somewhere to fart. Jeff, welcome. Yeah, feel free to use your 10 allocated farts here today. Thank you so much, Dr. Java. But yeah, that's kind of how I learned 3D a little bit when we were just starting to prototype the dwarf game that we were doing. I had no clue how to do anything, so I would just download like assets from Kenny and just open them and look at them.
Right, just have a look.
And try to understand how they were made. And that kind of gave me a little bit of confidence, like, okay, I can do that. I can see how this is made. So it helps when you're starting out. And you can do that with like 2D assets as well. You know, you can download sprite sheets if you're doing pixel art, and then again just change it up a little, you know. That's that way you'll learn and you'll get more confident. FFF, feel free to fart.
How's it going, Jeff? How are you guys today? More importantly, how is Maka? Pretty good. It was really sunny here today, so it was nice. We went for a walk, went to the park.
Yes, but Maka is a menace, and she hissed at the neighbor cat through the fence.
I'm absorbing the sun rays here as well. Very nice.
She was asserting her dominance. My voice is not ASMR. I'm able enough to use the words how it's made. It's made. Oh dear.
How's that? Oh, ow. I just pulled back the tape a little bit so it never reaches the roundabout.
Yeah, that's clean.
So yeah, outside of the planters and something on the deck here.
Yeah, I gave you a welcome mat.
Welcome mat. We could do boxes or like a. For some reason in my head, I have like a rocking chair. Or a bench or something.
Are you able to use the little mat I made you, or do you need me to save it on its own?
No, I should be able to use it.
On one of the atlases I made last year. Not sure where it would be now.
Actually, oh no, I would. It's fine. Where would it be?
Well,
props.
It was saved along with some stuff. Some things and some stuff.
Is this the welcome mat?
It says welcome.
Oh.
Unless I drew it and I never saved it. That is
You're
also
just imagining.
a possibility.
Imagining it. I have foliage. I have props sheet. There's a lab sheet, perhaps.
No, it's not.
Lab equipment.
No, I guess I just never saved it then. I drew it, but so
Rip.
the jerry can.
Yeah, but you see what I mean, right? Like, it just needs something on the sides. It's weird that, yeah, it doesn't feel lived in if there's nothing.
Yeah, the idea was to have some newspapers and things.
Mm-hmm.
Like piled up newspapers.
Yeah. Porch swing, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
that would fit quite well.
Let's not overcomplicate.
Scope creep.
Let's relax.
Hello,
Yeah.
you two lovely people. Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Game looks interesting. What is it about?
Well.
Our game is about curing zombies. Transforming zombies back to humans is the main game plan here. It is an action roguelike, a survivor's like, if you're familiar with that genre, where you go out, you cure some zombs with your preferred cure dispensing gadget, and then you lead them to safety. You level up and you do the roguelike thing. You get new upgrades, you get stronger, you get fun new things to play with, and then you see how far you can make it. Over time there'll be more zombies, stronger zombies, different types of zombies, all that fun stuff. And that's the game. Also collect some resources. Hello, Canillo. The love story. You collect the zombies in Pokeballs. Imagine a zombie creature collector. No one's ever done that, I don't think.
I'm sure someone will now.
Gap in the market. This is looking really good. I like it.
Huge change, right?
Yeah, it rounds out this area really well. It doesn't feel like it's just floating there anymore. I'm happy.
Art looks amazing. How did you do the animations? Thank you so much.
Yeah, Selene here does all the art. You can see her drawing. This is her iPad view.
This is the welcome map. Shall I save it on its own for you?
Yes, please. That would help me put it in a decal instead.
No.
When it comes to the animations, they're all done in engine. So what we do is after Selene draws them, she creates these exploded sprite sheets. As you can see here, all the different parts. A floating stash, floating eyebrows. And then I take that into Godot. I rebuild the character piece by piece. As you can see.
Stop!
And then
Don't make fucking bald.
And then I create the animation. I create the animation using the built-in Godot's animation player. Yeah, this is our character, Dr. Ferret, but you could have whatever you want. You could go beardless. So that's more like an 80s look. You could go.
Bald looks amazing. No.
You could go like that. Fantastic. You could get rid of the stash. Oh my god.
God.
That's disturbing. I haven't looked at that one in a good while. That's how I imagine I would look like if I shaved my mustache. It would be that.
You think you would sprout a giant buck tooth? I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. This is cursed.
Eyebrows low look like he's flirting with me. He is.
Yeah. So all these parts are individual, and then with the animation player, I just moved the different parts to create the animations. At the moment, we don't have many. We just have this run. We have a sprint, like a Naruto run. We have a roll.
Barrel roll.
We have a knockout.
I love how he just pancakes.
Yeah, he just gets pancaked. And then we have
squashed. What happened there?
We have some front-facing animations. So this is the idle animation. And then we got what is called the sus animation, maybe my favorite. Where he's up to no good. He's plotting. He's scheming. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the eyebrows. Look at those eyebrows. They're schmoving.
That's your favorite?
Yeah. Because we don't have actual eyes for the dock.
No, he has goggles.
I can break the illusion here. They literally don't exist. Isn't that crazy? So we have to convey emotion using the goggle eyelids.
You need to stop.
The goggle lids. The goglids.
You need.
Can we trademark that?
What?
The goglids?
The heck?
I think we should do that.
Stop it.
Put only 2 tiny black dots that only appear when he cleans his glasses. You get like a little flash. Oh right, he takes them off, cleans them, puts them back on. That would be a nightmare to animate. My goodness. I think it's canon that he both sleeps and showers with his goggles on.
He never takes them off.
Yeah. So yeah, that is how we do animations.
Wow.
You're exporting the map, I'll just do that.
2 seconds.
And then commit this. But yeah, that's
sorry.
that is the video game. we just started running our second community playtest, which has been, I would say, going well. There's clearly a lot more to do when it comes to the game being fun. There's a lot more that we need to do. But there wasn't a sense that the game was in a bad spot, which is always really positive from a playtest. People were having fun. Some of the people that weren't having so much fun, it was because the game felt too difficult. And that feels like something that can be addressed. Right? So it doesn't feel too bad. Whether it's through, difficulty system or whatever we do, that can be addressed. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, people that were into it, they played for a while, they progressed, they got it. Yeah. They got what the game was trying to do. So yeah, I think overall positive. Yeah, I would say. I haven't explored animation in Godot. Need to try it. I quite like it. I quite like the animation player. It feels quite intuitive to me. Thinking of animation in games, I don't think I've ever seen a realistic, slowly tripping over a crack in the pavement. You know, the type of fall where you know you're falling and you go like, oh no, I am falling. I'm going down. Here I go. I'm not sure I've seen that either. Just an idea, you can make the cured people zombies again if they're exposed for too long. Yes. In fact, if I was careless here and you watched the peoples, if they get too close to the zombies, they start getting turned back. So that's part of the gameplay loop, is you have to decide, do you want to push forward and get that chest, or do you want to go run back and rescue the survivors that you've cured? Kind of like a little bit of a risk reward type of thing. It's funny that the number of upgrades is getting to a point where even for me, there's certain upgrades that come up and I'll go like, oh, I forgot that was in the game. Or, like I haven't played with that much. That's exciting. It's weird to have that feeling. I guess it's just the sheer amount of upgrades. The fountain roundabout seems like an easy cheat to dodge the zombies. Yeah, you can just
it's a strat.
Get into this groove and just...
But it doesn't work forever. I got a little too confident going around the fountain and I got caught anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's enough of them, it'll mess it up. But on the early parts of the run, you can definitely do that. And at least right now, you know, even the ranged zombie can't spit at you through the fountain. I might change that. I might make some objects like be considered low objects that won't block projectiles, right?
Like the logs.
Yeah, like the logs, maybe the fountain. So the spitter could still stand on this side and spit through the fountain to kind of, you know, make it not too OP, I guess. It's not really. It only works at the beginning of the run, I guess. Idea, what if when you level up the rescue areas, they can visually improve over time, and how the lab upgrades are currently? Mills, that is, it's cool that you mentioned that, because that is on our plan to try out. We not only visually, but we also wanted to add some sort of mechanic to it as well. Like if you put enough people into a safe zone, like a little turret would show up, like a survivor on a cure dart turret would now help you cure zombies next to the safe zone or something. I think that would be really cool. We've not quite managed to explore that yet, but it would be fun. I think that would be fun, right? You feel like you're progressing the map, and that feels fun.
Scope, creep and scope.
The results are in. Uh-oh.
I feel like you got back to us after some time.
What if they were just having lunch?
Exactly. And I am a little hopeful. But
another idea, you can have more types of potion you can throw. Maybe a potion which slows down the enemy could be useful when there are too many enemies. Yeah, I like that idea. So obviously we have the...
Oh my god, it worked!
The upgrade system, right? We have this system that allows you to get new mechanics. So having the different types of potions or flasks is what we call them. I think that makes a lot of sense. That would be very cool. Let me note that down to explore. We could say certain upgrades could be like chance to throw unique type of flask. Maybe a flask would be big radius or slowing, or like leaving a slowing field on the ground where it crashes, perhaps. What else we can come up with?
Did you read?
Did I read?
It worked.
It worked? First off, congrats. You survived the Granger test. Nice. The game runs really well. I do have some feedback. Amazing. That's
I'm so glad you're able to have feedback.
It actually works. It's an actual video game that you can play. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Doesn't that like make all your problems go away now?
That is really nice because I've done nothing to fix it.
Well, directly. You don't know if indirectly you did something.
Either it was one of the Godot updates or what we suspected was it was a driver issue. So maybe.
Hey, as long as it works.
Driver fix. Yeah, probably.
Longest run 11:35.
Nice.
Okay.
That's more than halfway through. That's pretty good. That board is huge. Yeah. So a lot of it is not like things that need doing, right? So it looks scarier than it is. When it comes to things that need exploring or doing or something, we have this board, which is like just an ideas board. We have upgrade ideas right here. The green things are implemented. The yellow things are to implement or to test out. This was the feedback from the first playtest. Some of these things I probably still need to tackle. And I've started collecting some of the current playtest, but I don't have anything here yet.
What am I working on? I'm working on the road to the garage.
Yeah, so Selene's been working on our tile set for our level. And at the moment,
Throwing some stones.
we have this area here. We have this garage to the side of the manor. But it just exists in the middle of nowhere. So Selene is working on a road to the garage.
Yep.
How to fix a driver issue? Get a putter instead. Nice. Would have been longer, though the zombies got really powerful to where they were countering the cure faster than I could apply it. Just some balance needed there. Yeah, it's a tough one, that one, because being the game that it is, you have to expect to lose, right? So the challenge with balancing is knowing, did someone lose in an unfair way? Or could they have better balanced their upgrades to overcome the rising challenge of the zombies? That's a very tricky one.
But there definitely needs some more balancing.
Yeah.
And the more upgrades we add, the more balancing.
Yeah, I think
need,
difficulty balancing is probably the biggest thing coming out of this playtest that needs work is balancing. Absolutely. But the challenge from my side is understanding how do I please everyone? Because we do have people on both ends of the spectrum saying, oh, the game is way too hard. I can't make it past 5 minutes. And then we have other people going, okay, it took me maybe 1 or 2 runs to understand the mechanics of the game, but now that I understand it, the game is trivial. It's tough. I think all we can do is just iterate and play test, iterate and play test, iterate, play test. Yeah. Thought it was all 2D, but it's a mix. Yeah. So the game technically, like, from a rendering point of view, it's full 3D map. But then a large portion of the game objects are rendered in 2D. And that's what creates this, oh my god. That's what creates this perspective shift. As you move from one side to the other, you can see it's actually revealing the 3D models, different sides and stuff. Yeah, we thought this art style would... Oh, I ate an apple or something to the face. We thought this would help the game stand out, essentially. And I think it's working. I'm really happy with the visuals for the game. Add different curves of difficulty. Allow player to choose. Yeah, that's the current plan, is to not have like a difficulty setting that you change in the options menu, but rather have a difficulty system in the game. So right now, if I walk up here, I can go to the manor. If I press the key, it just takes me there. But I'm thinking you click it, it will pop up a menu, you know, going to the manor. And then there'll be a difficulty selection in that screen, and it'll say you can make the game easier, but the loot, the amount of loot you find is, I don't know, 30% less. You could go at the normal difficulty where you get the standard amount of loot, or you can make the game harder and you'll find more loot. I think that would be a fun system.
Like the WoW dungeons.
Mm-hmm. And ideally, there would be like simple scaling of the zombies, like number of zombies and how much cure do you need to cure them. But it would also be cool if there was some unique modifiers on the difficulty stairwell, kind of like Slay the Spire Ascensions or something like that, where you can make the game. So say you're normal, you're doing normal, then you change it to hard difficulty, like, and it says 20% more zombies, 20% more loot. But then you go very hard, and it goes 30% more zombies, 30% more loot, 10% higher cure resistance for the zombies. But then if there was something unique about it, like the zombies start with one of the zombie upgrades, like the one that resists the transformation.
Yeah.
They just have that base, right? Or some, whatever we can come up with. Like all the zombies have this unique ability in that difficulty bracket that you now have to deal with it. I think that would be quite fun. And it's there as a system, so players can interact with it both as like just a difficulty slider, or as like an actual mechanic to challenge yourself to go higher and higher difficulty, see how far you can go. That would be fun. That would be fun. I'm talking about curves of difficulty, but I have no idea how feasible that is regarding what you have done so far. Yeah, there's a lot of, little dials that we can turn to try and get it feeling right. The art style is pretty damn amazing. Can't doubt that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is the Doc's secret lab.
I will have spent like 8 hours drawing rocks.
So many rocks. It's all hand drawn. Selene is drawing every single texture by hand.
I'm drawing a whole game. Jesus. And 3D modeling. How am I? I'm crazy. We're never doing this again.
Yes, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Drawing and painting, yeah. Yeah, at the moment there's not many shortcuts happening. It's just pain. Zombie damage, health, speed, yep. We can crank all of that up as you work your way through the difficulty ladder. Because you wouldn't have it all to start with, right? So you would start at normal, and maybe you have an easy option and a very easy option if you want. But the hard difficulty would be locked, right? You have to beat the run in normal to unlock the hard difficulty. So it becomes like a work your way through all the difficulties type of thing.
8 hours of rock is wild. And I'm not even exaggerating, because that the road and the roundabout, that's like the 4th version that I've drawn. So it's probably more like 16 hours of drawing rocks.
Yeah. It's very hard to get it right the first time. After this game, please touch grass. It's okay, we touch grass in between game dev sessions.
But yeah, but
the touching of the grass is essential to keep working on the game.
Yeah, I don't want to tackle a project of this scope for a while.
Yeah.
After this.
Yeah. Has there been any talk of like bosses or a higher tier, maybe a special zombie with these higher attributes to appear after a set amount of time, almost like a skill check? Yeah, we've been chatting about that for a little while now. Designing bosses is on the cards for sure. I think it has become a bit of an expected thing in the genre. Even if the ones like very early on, like Vampire Survivors or I don't know, Potato or whatever, they don't really have a big special boss encounter. I think over time that has become a staple in the genre. So we may do that. I don't know when we would tackle that, but it is on the cards to explore. In the meantime, what we're gonna do is we were discussing this the other day. We're gonna have different tiers of special zombies. You'll have your basic tiers, which is what you currently have, but then they can be upgraded to, I guess, special zombies. So there would be common, rare, or legendary special zombies. And with each tier, they would get, higher speed, higher cure resistance, that type of stuff. All would also make the model slightly bigger as they go up the tiers. And then I think we start out playing with the idea of bosses by giving unique abilities to the current specials, right? So the sprinter, or let's say the spitter right now, they try and find line of sight to the player and they spit one projectile, right? But maybe if they're a rare version, which would drop rare rewards, they're going to be stronger, they're going to be faster, sure, but maybe now they spit 3 projectiles or faster projectiles or something, right? So you won't see many of them throughout a run, but if you do see one, they should feel threatening, like they're messing up your flow, I think that would be very fun. And obviously, if you manage to cure them, they would give you some cool stuff, like a chest with a guaranteed rare, or some rare resources, or something like that, or all of the above. So yeah, that's the current plan for bosses. There won't be unique bosses yet, but we're gonna try and make the specials feel more boss-like. Can't wait for DLSS 6 to make the game look real. That's gonna be insane. Imagine this doc, our little character right here, through DLSS. That would be something. Old Rod, how's it going? Hello.
Hello.
Are those darts throwable? They are not.
Don't give him ideas.
That's tough. I hate that you said that. That's tough.
No.
That might need to become a mini game.
There's more important thing. You just made a mini game out of the upgrade.
Listen, I'm just gonna add it to the list. Okay? It doesn't mean that we need to do it. Make throwable darts mini game. You know, if we run out of things to do.
In the next 4 months?
If we run out of things to do, we'll look at it.
Post-release patch.
DLC, yeah. The zombies mutate with time, right? That's right. At the moment, it's purely based on time. We have floated ideas like making the mutating of the zombies be related to gameplay. Like if you let your survivors get reinfected, it would, like, a counter would go up and eventually cause a mutation. The problem I found with that is it feels impossible to balance. If the player has action over how often the zombies mutate, I don't know how I would balance that. So right now it's just on the time, and I can just balance out a run from second 0 to minute 20, and then hopefully that's smooth.
I'll still be throwing rocks while you add new feature. Yeah. I really want to finish drawing these rocks. And I'm not joking.
The opportunity to kill a rare legendary special would help with some runs where RNG is just not on your side. Yeah. We do have RNGesus miracle systems, as in you can only go so long before seeing higher rarity upgrades. But yeah, if you consistently only get the higher rarity stuff off of the pity system, you can be significantly weaker than if you happen to have rolled more, you know, like 2 or 3 more rares in the meantime. So yeah, you would see a sprinter come at you and they would have a little blue outline, and now you know, okay, if I cure them, they're going to drop a rare chest, which is going to contain, guaranteed, a rare upgrade. And a minigame, you can never have too many minigames.
We'll see GTA 6 before she's done with the rocks. I mean, I've been drawing rocks for the last hour and a half, so isn't that something?
When you're bored? Yeah. When we're bored, finished everything, we don't know what else to do.
On the plus side, I was saying, I'll be very well practiced in rocks if we want to return to our dwarf mining game in the future. We gotta
We'll change it out for trees or something.
Yeah. We got a little YouTube comment here. I apologize if I've just seen this. I've been drawing rocks. Is it possible to make a Doom style game in Godot?
Yeah, absolutely. Godot is quite quite fully featured, honestly. You could absolutely do a Doom style whatchamacallit, boomer shooter in Godot, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is it set to a static time right now, or scale? Static time or scale between X and X minutes. Right now, there's like a level sequence, right? So at 3 seconds, spawn X zombies. At 30 seconds, spawn X zombies, right? So there's like a blueprint of when everything happens in the level. There is some randomness. Like every second, there's a slight chance a zombie could spawn. And that chance increases as the time goes up. So yeah, mostly entirely set template with a little sprinkle of randomness. And yeah, for anyone that wasn't here earlier, first, we have this banger. Our composer sent us a new soundtrack for the lab. I am absolutely in love with it at this point. I'm really happy with it. And I've added this. I think especially for people that have actually played the playtest, this is going to be interesting. So, Mills, check this out. Check this out. That happens now.
Nice.
We're talking about mini games. I got mini games.
So for the music, we hired a composer to create the tracks.
Yeah, we cannot make music. Actually, a composer contacted us a while back. And when we were ready for it, we reached out. And yeah, they've been great.
I missed your joke. I'm sorry. I'm just so focused. Don't let these fools worry you. You get your rocks off. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Fortnite destruction.
Yeah.
Does anything happen when you fail it? So the idea is nothing happens when you fail it. It simply takes a bit longer to build it. So like, okay, I'll do it here. I'm gonna fail it. So it takes a little bit.
You should just add a little womp womp.
Yeah. There will be an upside to getting it right, though. Selene had this idea, and it's brilliant. That's definitely gonna implement that soon. The idea is every time you hit it correctly, you will get some of the resources, probably scrap, back. You'll get a refund on the scrap spent. So here you'd spend 5, but if you get all ticks correct, maybe you get 2 or 3 back to use on something else. And I think that this will only happen when you first build it. I don't know that it will, that sequence will happen for every single level up. I still want to have an animation for when you do a level up. But that whole thing of like building and hitting the timed input, I think that's only for the first level. Maybe. Unless people actually really like it, then we just use it for everything, I guess. It's late here, time to sleep. I'll be back later. All the best. All the best, you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
RT or RTI. Really, really appreciate you hanging out. Have a great sleep.
Yeah, get some rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, so I'm gonna commit manor front new tiles and plants. Substitute teacher. Is that the like the Key and Peele sketch? It's a good sketch. That's an oldie but a goodie, isn't it? Right. Anyhows, I haven't really done anything. So that's really cool. That's really cool.
I drew all these rocks.
That's so many rocks. Looking good. Nice. And then we'll put some tire tracks and stuff. And it should look quite nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Now that we work on the game every day, every morning, I feel a lot better with just yapping on stream. Because the game still moves forward, even if I don't do anything on stream. So that's really good. Right, and the dirt, yeah, the dirt will just follow the road. Yeah, when you were explaining the dirt, I was failing to comprehend it in my mind, but that makes complete sense. Because the dirt always flanks the road.
You can see here what I was doing to test if I got the size right.
Yeah. Very nice. Don't know if you read, but I started playing with Godot last week. Made a small racing game test and played with terrain generation. Nice. Sounds like that went pretty well then. Terrain generation. What does that involve? Like 3D terrain generation? Completely blew my mind how much better it is since the last time I tried it. Yeah, I've been using it since 4.3, I want to say. I would say it's not hugely different, but there have been some game changer features like the runtime game inspector and stuff that make it so much easier to do things. Plugin I used, you can generate really big worlds chunk by chunk. Oh yeah. I've seen that plugin. I haven't tried it myself. One of our game ideas does require a big world, so I do need to play around with that at some point. I feel like when we're done with this game, which will be a while, we're gonna work on a bunch of different prototypes. We're gonna take it easy and take our time deciding the next project. So I kind of want to do something like you're doing, just make a small test on a particular feature or a particular concept like terrain generation or something, and understand if that feels fun to work on or if it's just annoying, Apparently some people,
I like big farts and I can't out loud.
Oh my god!
Sorry. Thank you so much for that.
How's it going, Steph?
Welcome.
Apparently some people out devs to split work by chunk. Right, like they could work on individual chunks and then merge it back together without issue. That makes sense. How's it going, Steph?
Hope you had a good weekend.
Take some money. Oh my god. Was that a
What?
sub? Thank you for the sub.
Thank you.
We don't get the big flashy thing on screen unless you press share on your chat. If you're on mobile can be weird, but regardless, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it.
Well, I can do something. I can do one of these.
We do have a thing. Oh, there it is.
Baby, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
There it is. Thank you so much, Steph,
Oh, thank you.
for the 5 months. We actually have.
Oh my god, but from what was it that happened one time?
We have a thing for when that happens. There you go. You found the button, but there you go. You get extra.
Fabuloso.
Okay. Where am I? Where's my thing? Oh yeah, I was waiting on that thing. I bet you exported it like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
It's on decals. Uh-oh, he has a problem with it.
No. Decals. Visual. Environment. Decals.
Enjoy the dinner.
Okay. Manor. Decal. Texture. Welcome mat.
Welcome to Jurassic. No, we can't say that.
Oh. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Wow, so welcomeful,
Welcome full.
right?
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Ah. Damn.
What?
It's an English
Stop.
word.
It's merch. It's fine.
It's an English word on a texture.
I think that is forgivable.
No one will know what that means.
Listen, I kill you.
Ooh, that looks good. Yeah, that immediately makes a huge difference. Now it's not just empty up there. What about a door? We never made a door, did we?
I did not know.
As in, we do have the technology for making openable safe zones. So like the bunker, for example, the doors open specifically when survivors are going in. So we can do that for more places if we want to. We don't really need to, but I don't even know why we did that for the bunker, to be honest.
Because it was locked.
Yeah, but I could have made it just open and be open. I don't know why I didn't do that.
True.
It like opens when survivors are going in and then closes.
Oh.
And then opens if they are going in again. Same with the shed. It's like it could have a door that opens when they're going inside. I don't know.
Who needs doors?
Yeah, we don't really need
Opa.
doors.
Ben, welcome.
Hey, Ben. We don't really need doors. Damn, that's looking good. Damn, look at that.
But yeah, we could add like an open door, a door that is like opened.
Like just to the sides.
Yeah.
It would cover your beautiful doorbell. Wait, no, doors open. Front doors open inside.
Yeah, that's why you can't
Right.
see it.
Right, they're open, but they're like here in the darkness, right?
Yeah, or like I could make one and then you would just see like a little corner of it that it's like open towards the inside.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that could work.
Could you use no. I was gonna say the door on the balcony, but that's part of the entire block. You can't just use that.
No worries, Steph. Enjoy dinner.
Enjoy.
I mean, yeah, we don't really need it. It was just a thought.
No, but I could see it like as a panel going inwards.
Same here. Like this one has an animation, but it just opens.
Yeah, but I think this one makes sense
And
that it
that's
just
that.
opens. The garage.
We need some nice sound effects and stuff.
That the garage doesn't have sound effect yet?
No. Isn't it
Whilst
so
I'm
sad?
always gone.
Wow, I really thought it did. Thank you for the hydrate.
Cheers. Got a 2-hour call in my game dev group. Major success. We had the first accountability meeting. Ooh.
Accountability
that.
meeting. Nice.
Nice. Good to hear. That's really smart. Just game devs coming together, hold each other accountable to get some stuff done.
Yeah. Turned into a show and tell. No, I need food. Gotta fuel yourself. Can't work on an empty stomach.
Oh, god dang it. I died.
Do that.
Okay, just had an insane run. That was a fun run.
Nice. Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, I had it where one time with the dart gun, like, I got to like 13, 14 minutes and I was like, all right, that's great. And then the next time I only got to like 5 minutes, but it was because I'd picked just awful upgrades. Well, you know, a combination of them that just had no cure boosting, I guess. It was all more like utility.
Potency and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like it was all about health and survivors. So I had no way to make the cure be stronger, so I just died.
Which again, if the game ever puts you in a situation where it's not that you picked only utility things, is that the game didn't give you any other option, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But if you're the one making the bad choice, then that's not so bad.
Yeah, I feel like that one was a lot on me.
Gonna lurk. If you are on when I'm back, if you are off when I'm back, I hope you have an awesome week. You too, Steph.
Have a good one.
The flask was killer with the double and 20% radius with 20% cooldowns. Just spamming it was great. Yeah. Also had the increased application. Yeah. Yeah, if you manage to find a couple key things, a run can really turn on a dime. That's also part of the balancing. Like some upgrades right now are just insane. For example, this one right here. For the dart gun, volley. The dart gun will now fire 2 additional darts. So you shoot 3 darts in like a cone. If you get this at the start of the run, it just makes the run trivial. Because it's just insanely strong. So either I need to balance the upgrade.
But what are the chances that you get it?
Yeah, make it so that you can't get it too early. There's all these little adjustments that could be done, but it's so hard to test. Just unlocked it, so we'll try next run. Nice. Well, it sounds like you're having a good time, Granger. That's really good to hear.
Yeah, I'm so glad it's working and you can finally get a chance to try it.
And if you miss the singularity of death, I will add an option to bring that back just for you. You can toggle it on. Mm. 21 errors. I need to fix that.
Yeah, you don't want to have so many.
Yeah, but they're not really errors. Essentially, I have not added some animations for some of the special zombies. Like Bob, for example. He spits.
He does.
But if you get close to him, like melee range, he will also just attack you. But I have not given him an attack animation. So I get these animation not found errors.
What if that's where the leak is? Like, it's just endlessly trying to find the animation.
I
of
don't.
them.
Well, could be. I don't think so, though. That'd be great. That'd be great.
I'm just making things up.
Yeah, I'm a mechanics dev, so I'm digging into all the things. Nice.
Yay.
There's an Uber boss for you, the zombie singularity. Could be an event, spawns in a singularity.
No, it's like
spews out zombies. Ooh.
It's Bob's ultimate boss form. They're just like a Kirby, like they're just like
Oh, they just consume.
consume. Oh no, I gave him an idea.
Imagine
Uh-oh.
he sucks up all the zombies and then spits them at you. Like just sends the zombies flying in your direction. That'd be crazy.
Oh,
That'd be crazy.
That's getting added to the list, isn't it?
That'd be crazy.
He's gonna add it to the list.
Oh. Inspiration for his face's price.
Look, he's clicking. He's typing. Oh my gosh.
Gotta be careful with the wording here. Consumes zombies
Inhales the zombies.
and spits them at the player. We have discussed a zombie that throws other zombies, right? So that could be this. So like if Bob is, you know, the legendary special for that run, then he can get special abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've just been yapping, so I don't think I'm gonna actually do much in terms of productive stuff today.
I mean, we are at like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
The
when you're
next
done,
thing I want to do though is this. I want to do this. Boomerang. And I'm gonna work on it just to see what happens. And maybe it's just an upgrade that you can get. Maybe it could work as an applicator. I'm not entirely sure. But the idea is it's a boomerang or a frisbee. No, that doesn't make sense. A boomerang thematically would make sense. And then it would just have cure. It would have cure spewing out of the boomerang ends, right? So if that's the boomerang, it would have, I don't know, some sort of cure container here, and then some tubes or something to the side. And then as it's flying and spinning, rotating, there will be cure shooting out. So it's like flying, orbiting the dock and curing zombies that it touches. Visually, I don't exactly know how this is going to work, but mechanically, I think it instantly resonates with players when you get the orbiting thing, you know? The orbiting projectile around your character that hits enemies is always satisfying. I love those types of upgrades. So I am very much looking forward to adding this. I'm going to delete this abomination though, because no one knows what the heck I'm talking about except for myself.
No comment.
I have good news. I have quit League and returned my soul from EA and Riot Games. I now have 0 games on my PC. Well, that sounds sad.
I feel like that's not gonna last very long though.
Time for some Cyberpunk. Have you tried modding Skyrim? Equally as fun.
Oh, what's up, Maka?
Need to reinstall Cyberpunk. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, like straight up, the next 2 things I want to work on is Boomerang and, I kid you not, orbital water cannon or cure cannon.
Oh boyo.
Yes. Boomerang is orbiting projectile around the player that dispenses cure. The orbital cure cannon. Let me see if I can find an image. It would be like a pillar of cure falling from the sky. And it should look as ridiculous as possible. How do I find an image that would convey that?
Like, there's like Marvel Sky Ray. I'm sure that happens a lot in movies.
Sky Ray. Space laser.
Makuku, I beg you, please return to your seat. Got the pizza. Go cuckoo.
Oh, yes, I found it. Okay, something like this. Right? So imagine this effect, but with the cure color, with the cure blue. And it just goes for a few seconds. Maybe like a second or 2. And any zombies in that area will just get a ridiculous amount of cure applied to them. And then the targeting, we can play with it. It could be random or like semi-random. Or maybe there's ways that you could trigger it yourself. Like when you use your utility, you could spawn one of these on where you use it or something. How are we going to do this? It's probably, well, to start with, it's just going to be a cylinder with like a water type texture and shader. And then some VFX on the ground contact that'll be splashing up. Kind of like we have on here. call it? Pure explosion. So we have this. Right? So it'd be something like that. But then with a cylinder mesh coming from the sky, I guess. I was listening in the background. A lab launcher into the crowd would make more sense. A lab launcher? How do you mean? Like a device in the lab that would be the thing shooting it. Like a big catapult. Right. Mm-hmm. What sucks is how I bought a Logitech copycat mouse today for FPS games and stuff. Now I want to quit live service games. Rip money.
I mean,
What?
I'm sure the mouse is still useful for when you inevitably go back to
Like
those
tomorrow.
games.
When you go back to it tomorrow.
Exactly.
That little vegetation looks like a pointing hand. It's just like pointing up.
Yes.
Excuse me. Like a big catapult or a rocket launcher. Yeah. We do have
Sorry.
one of the upgrade ideas is a flask rain. I think that would fit quite well with like a catapult launcher type thing. But yeah, we have different ways of theming it. Because we have the actual effect of the ability. We have that visual that can be themed. Then we have the lab, which could contain like a 3D model that's themed to something. And then we also have the upgrade card, which has art. That could also be themed. So, yeah. I think sometimes the theming comes first. Sometimes the effect comes first, like the mechanic. A little bit of a mix of where it starts, and then you figure out the theming. For this one, I just have this very clear picture in my head. Whatever, I'll just do it here for now. I just have this very clear picture in my head of this just pillar of like this torrent of cure coming from the sky, and I just think that would look absolutely insane and fun, and it would be like a very late game thing, I guess, that you could unlock. We'd have a cylinder. Now, how I make this look decent? Now that's a question I'm not sure I can answer, you know? I need to do some ChatGPT collaboration to understand how I would achieve the look I'm going for. One of my problems with VFX is that I don't even quite know what to Google. And that's a big problem. I don't have the vocabulary for VFX and shaders and stuff. Like, I just don't know how to even talk about it. And I find that AI, LLM specifically, are really useful for that. When you have a question, but you don't quite know how to ask it, you don't quite know what you're asking. You just have this idea, this question in your mind, and you just word vomit into an LLM chatbot, and it will understand what it is you're talking about and give you the correct terms
to look for.
Yeah. And then you can just take that and now you understand what it is you're trying to solve, which is very cool. For the space pillar animation, you could either go from a small beam to a wide one, or vice versa, using transparency or clarity light value. Yeah. It'd be cool if it started out like a super thin beam, almost like it was targeting or something, and then the full torrent happens. Yeah. It might take me a little bit to get it looking right, but I think it will be worth it. Also, with these things, what I'll do often is I'll try to find examples, whether that's someone's like open source project. Like I found a while back, I found a collection of Godot VFX experiments from an open source project, and I took that. That's actually where this splash came from. I took that, tried to understand how the heck does this work? How do they do this? And it was super useful. And on itch.io as well, you could get a pack of VFX scenes for like, I don't know, $3, $5. And then you can take that, you can inspect it, see what kind of meshes do they use, what kind of shaders or textures do they put on these meshes, and then you can take that and with that knowledge and with those assets, you can modify them or change the shader to do something else and just get it looking like you want to. I found that super useful. Need to look that up. Pay to learn. Yeah, pay to learn, yeah. It's just difficult to start from scratch, If you just buy a cheap pack from someone that actually knows what they're doing, and then you just learn from them, that's pretty useful.
And then you're supporting a creator as well.
That's true. What I think I need is a texture that'll repeat vertically, and then I'll make it scroll from top to bottom, right? So it will look, I can probably look for like, I don't know, water cannon or something. I don't know if it would be here necessarily. Not quite. Maybe waterfall. Meh.
Beam.
Of course, I've been learning my whole life. Still do. Yeah. Still struggle at so many things. Yeah, that's just the human condition, isn't it? Usually I would go to itch.io, go to browse, assets, and then search water cannon. Have a scroll. Sometimes you'll find something and it's free. Sometimes it's a couple dollars. Sometimes you just get inspired and you're like, oh, wait, I see how that works. And then you can replicate it even without taking what they did. So like if I look at this. Like this is what I want. This is the effect that I want. Obviously this is 2D. But I can see the texture. How it's moving. So I would need a texture kind of like that. And then I would make it scroll with a shader. And it would do the thing. That's also interesting. Coming from the ground as opposed to from the sky. Huh. I wonder, realistically, how is this going to work from our perspective, though? Because our game is like this angle, right?
Yeah.
And what if the pillar happens down here, which means the camera would be here? The camera is going to be blasted with a gush of cure. That can't happen. I'm going to need to figure that out. For waterfall, there's a very cool technique that uses a texture just a few pixels that sweep with a range of color and makes it look like they're animating. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Water.
I mean, you could always do it that the beam is on a locked location. It's like always on the center of the screen. Always there.
Okay, this is it. This is the song. This is our song. I think this is a sign.
Are we donezo?
I think so. I think it's time to go to bed.
I think I've drawn enough rocks today.
What about a cure sprinkler? Yes. I think that's going to be one of the main applicators. It will just spray the cure around you. Absolutely. Yes. Sprinkler. AoE around player. Maybe it'll be a full applicator. Maybe it's just an upgrade that periodically goes on. I'm not sure. A lot of these ideas for applicators, maybe they actually make it, or they'll just get downgraded to a normal upgrade. We kind of have to test them to see if they're fun on their own, and they can, you know, be further modified. Like the dart gun, you could have more darts. The flask, you know, you can make the flask bigger or throw more flasks, so it's like you can further progress it throughout a run. So we need something that's extensible. Singed Q, yeah.
Exactly that.
Yep. Could be fun. Anyways, it's getting late over here, nerds. We gotta go.
For the months.
Exactly. Like I said, our next milestone is the trailer. So I want to add some flashy things for the trailer.
Yeah.
So we'll see where we get with that. Thank you, Orod. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Goob.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I spent 2 hours drawing rocks today. That's crazy.
How's your hand?
I'm not even done.
How's your hand?
All right.
Yeah?
Gotta do a couple more tiles of rock still, but you know, persevere. Where are we going tonight then?
Why don't we go say hi to Wallaber?
All right, let's do it.
I want to see his beautiful game again.
4x4 in furniture store.
Every time I go to Wallaber stream, I'm just inspired. Every time. It's like, this man is an inspiration.
He's so passionate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Granger says, have a good one, nerd. 17 minutes into a run. You're killing it.
Ooh.
Killing it out there.
You're getting close.
Been following him for a while, and I was in Kernel Jam. Yeah, I always love to see what he's up to. It's always just so whimsy.
Yeah.
And so full of fun.
He just... he's different. He's just built different.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. He looks at a challenge or you know, the game design space, and he will go the exact opposite direction that I would go in the best way possible. It's not even the other direction. It's like, I'm here thinking like 360. I'm looking around where to go. How am I going to design this thing? And Wallaber's just like, I'm going up. Screw this. Screw your laws of physics.
Yeah, so smart and just so clever too.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys will enjoy, and we will see you on Friday.
Yes, sir. See you, nerds.
Bye bye.
We have per tire paint technology, as you can see here, which is pretty cool. Woo. Yo! Thank you for the raid, Two Nerdy Nerds. How are you doing? I saw that you were working on your game earlier. I stopped by, but you were talking about League of Legends when I said hello, so understandably my message didn't get noticed. How's the game coming along? I hope it's coming along well. I'm showing off. I was just giving a little update of the progress on my game here, 4x4 in a furniture store.